Today I'm trying out tubing mascara. These have completely different price range. This is Hourglass and this is E.L.F. Basically, tubing mascara is known for being water resistant because it uses polymer, which helps with being smudge proof, flake free, and easy to remove. So I'm testing out that claim with using these two very popular mascara and see if I can get through a day without looking like I have panda eyes. First one I have is from Hourglass. This is the Unlock Instant Extension Mascara. The packaging is definitely beautiful. It definitely feels heavy. Hourglass claimed that this is supposed to make your lash look like extensions. It's an instant one-coat payoff, and it has film-forming technology. It also is gluten-free, parabens-free, sulfate-free, talc-free, a bunch of very harmful ingredients that you don't want in your mascara. It's a very short bristle, and it kind of taper off at the end. However, it has a really strong alcohol scent. First, I'm gonna curl my lashes. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I accidentally poked my eyes with it. Oh. Wow, very easy to remove. So this is the first coat. Let me see if I can try to coat my non-existent bottom lashes. I think this is the best I could do with my very sparse lashes. I don't want to over apply and leave a bunch of residue on my lashes. First impression, I think I did a really good job at giving my eyelashes some definition, but I don't really like the wand because I think that it doesn't coat my lashes that evenly. There's a bunch of clumps between my eyelashes, and if I try to keep on applying it, it would just clumps up even more and leave a bunch of residue. Like right now, if I touch it, see, it transfer. Next, I have the E.L.F. Lash Extender Mascara. Definitely a more plasticky packaging. Feels super lightweight. This is supposed to be a long-lasting buttable formula that wraps your lashes in lightweight tubes that extend beyond your natural length. It's infused with 5% jojoba seed oil to nourish your lashes. This one is paraben-free, triclosan-free, and it's also vegan. The one is also the same, very spiky and short, and it's kind of taper off at the end. Curling my lashes. Wait, this one is more separating. Let's try to apply a second coat. Okay, maybe a second coat is really not good. I think I made it more clumpy. First impression of the E.L.F., I was surprised at how separating it made my lashes look. And I feel like it holds my curl much better than the Hourglass. And even though the wand is also a short bristle, it doesn't feel like it's pokey to my eyes. That is surprising because this is about 4 times cheaper than the Hourglass. I'm gonna wear these throughout the day and check in every few hours to let you know what I think about it. First checkup, it's been 3 hours since I apply on the mascara. I don't feel any discomfort or any heaviness on my eyelid. This is the Hourglass side. As you can see, there is really no smudging. Maybe there are some flakiness. Honestly, it's so minimal that it's really not too bad. Let's have a swatch if there was any transfer. There are some transfer, obviously, but I think it's pretty minimal. Now for the E.L.F. side, I don't know if you can tell, but there are more flakiness on my lid. There are some transfer. I think the E.L.F. is a bit more flaky, but overall this is really good comparing to what I used to use for mascara. Second check-in, it's been over 5 hours since I wore my mascara, and look at it. I just played pickleball too, so I'm sweating like crazy. Okay, I don't know. I think this is from the Hourglass. So Hourglass, tiny bit of flakes around my under eye bags. Over here, a little bit more flakes. I think it has a bit more. Yeah, I think it flakes more than on this side, but at least my eyelashes are still curled. Now for the final check-in. I have been wearing the tubing mascara for 8 hours, and I'm just amazed that they're still on my lashes. If you take a closer look, both sides have spots of mascara, but I have to say that I have a bit more smudging on the E.L.F. side. Now for the part that I'm super excited for, the taking off without makeup remover. Since tubing mascara is formulated to wraps around the lashes, it should simply slide off using just warm water. A lot of people pull on the lashes to remove the residue, but for less tugging on the most sensitive part of the face, aka the eyes, I would suggest soaking a cotton pad and gently slide off the remaining residue. After trying out these two mascara, I'm probably going to be switching from my current mascara, which is a Korean brand named Roman, to using tubing mascara. I wear contact, plus I have dry eyes, so whenever I wear mascara, it feels so clunky and heavy on my eyes. I love the fact that it doesn't feel irritating. Even when I wear it to play pickleball for a few hours, I felt great. Because of the formulation, it translates to how easy it is to remove, which I really love. With my Korean mascara, you need a separate mascara remover to actually take off everything off your eyes. With these, you just need to wet your hands with some warm water or use a cotton pad and wet it with some warm water, and then just gently remove it and it just slide right off. The difference between these two, I honestly don't see that much of a difference. The Hourglass hold on to my lashes a bit longer and tougher than the E.L.F. Wearing it throughout the day, I do notice that the E.L.F. lash extender has a bit more flakiness on my eyes. But for the price difference of $26, honestly, just go with the E.L.F. If you want more luxe packaging, I do really love the Hourglass. The only cons that comes to mind is that these are not really the best for layering. I feel like these two mascara are not buildable and they do best if it's just one coat. If you keep layering these, I feel like it just makes it very chunky, and since my lashes is so short and thin, it makes it look spidery. Even though these two have the same one, I do feel like the Hourglass is more rigid, and honestly it pokes my eye a lot more than the E.L.F. Well, that's all for this video. I love finding out new beauty favorites, so I hope it's helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!